All right, we're looking at circles, and as you can see, this is the circumference of a circle, and this is the diameter of the circle. The circumference is the distance around the outside of the circle, and the diameter is going away, and now we have the radius. So the diameter is the distance all the way across, and the radius is just from the center to the outside. Okay, so you can see that the radius is half of the diameter, or 2 times the radius is equal to the diameter, either which way, okay? So all the way across the circle is the diameter, and halfway across is the radius, okay? And that is that. All right, so what I would like you to notice is how many times does the diameter fit into the circumference? Okay, let's have a look at that. So if I take this circle and I stretch it out, all right, stretch it out like that, and then we have the diameter fits in once, twice, 3, and a little tiny bit. Okay, that says and a bit. All right, so it fits in 3 and a bit times. Okay, and that 3 and a bit is really 3.14159, and it goes on forever, which we call pi. So circumference divided by diameter is pi, and what that means is that the diameter fits into the circumference exactly pi times. Okay? Now notice, if you have like 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4, right? Well, that means that 8 is equal to 2 times 4, right? So what we can do is we can take this diameter and cross multiply it times the pi. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so we're going to cross multiply it. So circumference is pi times diameter. Okay, so that should come logically. If you, like we were saying before, if circumference divided by diameter is pi, it's like saying, you know, if 10 divided by 5 is 2, then 5 times 2 is 10. Okay? So if circumference divided by diameter is pi, then circumference is pi times diameter. Okay, and that gives us the formula for the circumference. So if you know the diameter, multiply it by pi, that gives you the circumference. Okay, we also know that the diameter is 2 times the radius. So if you know the radius, multiply pi times 2 times the radius, and there you have it. Okay, so I'm just going to make another formula, because we know that diameter is 2 times the radius, and I'm just going to order this correctly. Okay, we like to put our algebra in alphabetical order. Okay, so what I'm saying is, like pi, it's actually the Greek letter P, right? So P comes before R, right? So we put, and then we always put the numbers first. So that's why I've split up the diameter. Instead of just writing it pi times 2 times radius, I've split it up and put the 2 first. Okay, in algebra we always put the numbers first, and then we put the variables in alphabetical order. Okay, now really, pi is not a variable because it always has the same value. R is a variable because, you know, depending on the circle you're dealing with, it can have different lengths. Okay, so here's an example. Find the circumference of a circle if the radius is 5 centimeters. Okay, so using the formula, circumference is 2 times pi times the radius. Okay, we're going to figure that out. So 2 times pi times 5, which is 10 times pi, which is 31.41 approximate centimeters. Okay, so this is an approximation. All right, whoops. Let's go back to that. Okay, so our final circumference, the final length around the outside of the circle is 31.41 centimeters. And that's how you find circumference. Okay, we have 2 formulas. Circumference is pi times diameter, or circumference is 2 times pi times the radius. Okay, and they're both the same because the diameter is 2 times the radius. And that's it for circumference. Have a good day.